All right, so today I wanted to talk about the struggle with or the issue with dissatisfaction. Okay, it's this challenge with feeling unsatisfied with how people are treating us, what people are doing. So, oftentimes, when we care for other people, we tend to have the expectation that we are going to be cared for in the same way that we are caring for others. And that can lead to disappointment. It can lead to feeling just like you're being mistreated, you're being taken advantage of. And so, the scripture that I want to focus on today is from Proverbs 14, verse 30. And I'm recalling it from memory, so forgive me. But it basically says that a person with a sound heart is going to experience life, and a person who has envy is going to experience rottenness to the bones. So basically, when you're at peace and you have just contentment in your heart, you're good. It's a good thing for your health, your overall health, and it's going to show up in your life. Whereas if you have envy, that is actually going to affect your health. Your body is actually going to suffer. So, what is envy? So, envy is whenever we desire something that somebody else has. And what's interesting is for those of us who tend to be very caring and giving, like, we don't really tend to think of ourselves as envious or wanting what other people have, but it's not necessarily about material things. Like, envy can be around what somebody else is getting, and if somebody else is getting care and your attention, you can feel like, why am I not getting that also? And it can hurt. It can be something very real that you experience. And so I guess my encouragement is that we don't have to stay in that place. Like, we can really rest in God's provision. Oftentimes, what we're seeking for, when we feel like we need what somebody else is giving us or what somebody else can give us, is something that's deeper. Oftentimes, it goes back to our feeling of worthiness, right? Our feeling that for some reason I'm not worthy of somebody treating me the way that I'm treating them. And we have to be kind of careful with that. And the reason we should be careful with that is because, one, we don't always know what's going on with the other person, and we don't always know why it is that they struggle or they're not able to serve us the way that we're serving them. Oftentimes we have to realize that the way that we serve others, it's a gift. It's a literal gift that you're giving. Not everybody has that. And so having the expectation that other people are going to be able to provide it, it's kind of, I hate to say this, like, unrealistic, And I think it's really something that people struggle with, because it's like, if I can do it, then you surely can do it. You know what I mean? But the reality isn't about, whether or not people can do this. It's just that not everybody can. And sometimes we find ourselves in relationship with people who just are not able to do that. And sometimes that means we have to set boundaries, and we have to, take steps to communicate also what it is that we need or what we're looking for, but also understanding that that may not come from that person. It may not come from where you're looking for. It may not come from the place that you're looking for it. However, what I do know is that we have what we need. And today I had the pleasure of going to Daring Estate. I was just online and I saw that they were having this event called Here We Gather. We have everything that we need. And basically it's just highlighting all the resources that we have. And it's so interesting because I've been in Miami for a while, and I'll be honest, I've had my frustrations and things like that, coming from a different country, coming from a different city, and just missing certain things from those places. But the reality is that everything I need to be content, everything that I need to be at peace and to be well, I have access to. And so I have dealt with this personally, where I have felt like I've been left out, or I feel like, people have done things that have caused me to miss, you know, um, opportunities, or maybe caused me to lose something that I thought I should have. And the reality is that that's not necessarily true. And it can cause, and I've experienced anger, bitterness, all of these negative emotions can come up because you believe that you are not getting what you should have. And so I'm really just want to encourage you all to kind of take that time. And God is showing me that if I just take the time to be outside, to be still, to go to Him in prayer with what it is I feel like I'm missing, and if I really honestly just lay it at His feet, He will show me, hey, look, girl, what about this? What about this I've given you? What about all of the other people that are loving you or pouring onto you? Or maybe if there's a community that's been reaching out to me and I have not been, reaching out to them. What about this opportunity? And so oftentimes I find that what it is that we feel like we are suffering with, God has already provided a solution. We have just not brought it to Him. We have not really sought out other places. We keep looking in the same place and hoping for that validation, but it's not there. So just whatever you're wrestling with, if there's something that's like keeping you up at night, or it's an issue you feel like you keep on bumping into, you're super frustrated with it, it makes you sad, it makes you upset when you think about it, bring it to God. Say, God, why is this causing me so much discontent? And help release me from that discontent. And you'll be amazed at what He'll do. I hope this is a blessing to you all, and you take care. Bye.